لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك.
Transportation is so superb.
The level of accommodation is better,
Very close to the Prophet Mosque.
I felt I should still be here to still worship more.
The changes have been so magnificent, so incredible.
Medina was a wonderful experience.
They exceeded our expectation.
For me, the ICB scheme is something which we must start.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Welcome to another edition of the program As You Answer the Call. I am Fatima Umaru Hadija.
To formally hand over the mantle of leadership of this organization.
On the program tonight, Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan assumes office as NAHCON new chairman. He replaces Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Mohammed. The ceremony marking the change of baton took place on Thursday, the 13th of February 2020 at the conference hall of the Hajj House in Abuja. Details of the handing over ceremony is the focus of our Spotlight segment. Also in the package is the news segment, and top on the lineup is the story of how NAHCON commenced the presentation of prizes to those who emerge winners of its quiz featuring on this program. We also have report on the honoring of NAHCON former chairman and his board members. Details of these and more shortly. Stay tuned. Thank you for being there. We begin the program with the news diary as presented from our studio. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NAHCON has commenced the presentation of prizes to those who emerged winners of the Commission's quiz contest, which features on the program As You Answer the Call. Director of Administration and Human Resources at NAHCON, Dr. Ibrahim Sodengi, made a presentation of 25,000 naira to each winner. Speaking at the ceremony, Dr. Ibrahim Sodengi said the quiz contest was introduced by NAHCON in order to encourage Nigerians to watch the program as well as pass on knowledge about Hajj and other related matters.
The whole exercise of rewarding those that participate in the program is to give awareness to Muslim Ummah, to encourage full participation in terms of watching the program, and then 3, to increase in knowledge.
The first set of beneficiaries expressed delight with the prizes, saying they are learning a lot from the program.
Enlightening people, it will make people know more about, even if you have been asked a question and you don't answer it, then it's like a challenge. Maybe after the program you go back, open the book and look at it. Is that additional knowledge? Something you don't know, they've asked you, is a challenge and you are not being able to give the answer. You quickly run back after the program, you see, so that next time when you come cross some of these questions, you'll be able to answer it.
I really like it. I wanted to be continual all the time because I have seen what I've seen today, and inshallah I will more encourage other people for them to be part of this.
Since the introduction of the quiz segment, 24 winners have emerged. The immediate past chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NAHCON, Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Mohammed, along with other NAHCON officials, have been honored with awards of excellence by the Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators in Nigeria, AHON. The award was presented on Tuesday, the 4th of February 2020 during the association's annual general meeting in Abuja. Former NAHCON Commissioner of Operations, Abdullahi Modibo Saleh, received the award on behalf of the former chairman. Speaking at the meeting, Acting President of AHON, Abdullahi Butu, said the awards are in recognition of NAHCON's efforts, particularly the former chairman, in bringing sanity into the business of tour operators in Nigeria. While appreciating AHON, the former NAHCON chairman called on licensed tour operators to remain united and continue to cooperate with NAHCON as well as carry out their businesses professionally.
شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك.
Alhamdulillah. If you are just tuning in, the program is As You Answer the Call, a public enlightenment presentation on the activities of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON. On Thursday, the 13th of February 2020, the fourth board of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, was formally inaugurated, with Barrister Zikrullah Hassan taking over as chairman of the board. Who is Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan? What is he bringing on board? Answers to these and other questions shortly as we highlight the key features of the handing over ceremony in our next segment, Spotlight. The details.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Another chapter has been opened in the history of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, with the coming on board of a new set of leaders who now constitute the fourth board of the Commission. They are taking over from the third board headed by Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Muhammad. In the last 4 years of their stewardship, the former leadership held many signposts of progress, some of which will continue to define the fortunes of NAHCON and the course of action to be taken by its new leaders. The third board of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, was inaugurated in 2015 with a mission of charting a new course that will take the Commission to greater heights in line with the visions of its founding fathers. At inception, it earmarked 18 items in its agenda, namely, to exercise full regulatory powers on Hajj and Umrah matters in Nigeria, achieve financial sustainability or independence by 2019, commencement of the Hajj Savings Scheme, pursue a pilgrims-oriented Hajj management by being closer to pilgrims in Mecca, Mina and Arafah. Others are bringing Hajj and Umrah-related frauds to a standstill, increase the manpower of the Commission with suitably qualified persons, embark on capacity building of staff in line with current jobs requirements, having a permanent presence of NAHCON staff in Saudi Arabia, and secure a befitting headquarters for NAHCON, as well as upgrade Hajj reception centers across the country to internationally acceptable standards through the utilization of Hajj development levy funds, restructure and strengthen NAHCON zonal offices while improving their infrastructure, established a robust ICT system and a comprehensive pilgrims biometric data bank, develop and install a human resource standard and system at par with the best commissions in Nigeria. In addition, achieve a visible presence over broadcast, print and new media, enhance pilgrims' education and orientation programs that will result in a marked improvement in the conduct of Nigerian pilgrims in Saudi Arabia, establish a Hajj training institute for Hajj managers, intending pilgrims and the general public, provision of staff housing scheme and upward review of staff salary. The former board was able to actualize 13 out of the 18 promises it made. This couldn't have been possible without the support of NAHCON staff and other board members, particularly the 3 former executive commissioners, namely Commissioner of Operations Abdullahi Modi Bosale, that of Policy, Personnel, Management and Finance Dr. Yusuf Adebayo, and Professor Saleh Okenwa, who was the Commissioner of Planning, Research, Statistics, Information and Library Services. Key amongst the promises yet to be accomplished but have reached advanced level of implementation are the Hajj Savings Scheme, Hajj Training Institute and development of Hajj House designs. The transition from the third to fourth board is therefore a journey of continuity to consolidate the gains already recorded and to expand the frontiers of progress at the Commission in the years ahead. This is the premise upon which the new board is coming on stream.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك.
This handing over signifies the commencement of the tenure of NAHCON Fourth Board under the leadership of Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan. The chairman, along 3 other executive commissioners of the board, took over the mantle of leadership. They are Alhaji Abdullahi Magaji Hardawa, Executive Commissioner of Operations, Inspection and Licensing; Noura Hassan Yakase, Executive Commissioner of Policy, Personnel, Management and Finance; and Sheikh Momo Suleiman Imonike, Executive Commissioner of Planning, Research, Statistics, Information and Library Services.
Changing the face of Hajj management in Nigeria.
In his speech at the inaugural ceremony, Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for finding them worthy for the appointment, saying that with the establishment of NAHCON, the founding fathers had laid a solid foundation for the smooth running of Hajj operations.
Indeed, my heartfelt gratitude to the Almighty Allah, the creator of the universe, who has bestowed and trusted the leadership of this organization on us. May Allah's names be praised. I also want to thank Mr. President Muhammad Buhari, for deeming us worthy and giving us the privilege to steer the affairs of the Commission for the next 4 years to the next level. Today I stand before you to make a solemn pledge to continue the never-ending journey to improve, elevate, and uplift the Hajj administration in Nigeria to an enviable height. At this junction, I must pay tributes to the founding fathers whose labor and broad sweat formed the rock on which the foundation of this commission was laid in 2006, when the enabling law established NAHCON was passed. It's now our bold task to carry on what the visionary pioneers, Malam Muhammad Musa Bello and Barrister Abdullah Mukhtar Muhammad MON started. I want to place on record my sincere commendation to the outgoing chairman, CEO Barrister Abdullah Mukhtar Muhammad MON-FCIA for his positive and giant strides during his tenure.
Barrister Zikrullah promised that the new board will inject new ideas into the system to reduce the cost of Hajj, as well as the number of days being spent by Nigerian pilgrims in the course of the Hajj exercise.
That when times change, so must we. That the new time requires new response to new challenges. We understood that our own program is inadequate to address the need of our time, especially in the area of funding and revenue generation. So we must harness new ideas to make and reduce the cost of Hajj, so that many Ummah can be empowered and enabled to heed and hearken to the divine call and obligation. It's indeed imperative and important for us to tread this path. It's a hard choice we have to make. I know and understand that the path toward achieving this lofty dream will be long and indeed difficult, but we cannot resist this transition. We must and are ready to lead it. We have also resolved to continue the journey to give and make NAHCON a global brand and recognition. This journey will not be complete until we are able to attain the lofty heights of the famed Malaysian Tabung Hajj, where service and welfare of pilgrims are run efficiently. Therefore, our journey will not be complete until we find a better way that our pilgrims will not have to wait and spend long days in Saudi Arabia before boarding the aircraft.
The new NAHCON boss used the opportunity to unfold his plans for staff welfare and training, saying that they will be accorded top priority on the list of his policies at NAHCON. He then called on the staff of the Commission to support and cooperate with the new leadership in order to achieve the Commission's objectives, which centers on service delivery to pilgrims.
These and other lofty ideas cannot be achieved singularly by me or the board alone. We need the support and cooperation of the entire staff. On this note, I want to assure that the board under my leadership will make the staff and their welfare the anchor of our policies. For no one has greater stake in a viable and prosperous future of this organization than the staff. Therefore, let each of us embrace the solemn duty to contribute our energy to drive the management policy thrust. I want to pledge our commitment to your welfare by giving you your rights and privilege without discrimination or bias. In this connection, we intend to pursue the upskill capacity building and skill acquisition through training and retrain of every category of staff to new trends and development in Hajj, and also ensuring the takeoff of the long-awaited International Hajj Training Institute, because it is in our own interest and conscience, and I believe it's the only source of hope to sustain the foundation, legacies and success of this great edifice called NAHCON.
Earlier in his remarks, NAHCON former chairman Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Muhammad attributed the successes recorded by the third board to the support and commitment of NAHCON staff.
Must appreciate the President Muhammadu Buhari, who has shown high sense of leadership. Without him, we couldn't have gone through this journey. We have learned a lot of things that ordinarily we wouldn't learn within the four corners of any classroom in any university in the world. With the support of the members of the third board and the guidance I receive from my leader and mentor, Malam Muhammadu Musa Bello, and the support I receive from the staff, both those here and those at the zonal level, including the casual staff that have worked or served with us, both during onshore and offshore assignment, have received tremendous cooperation and support that we are able to record some modest achievements. All the successes we have recorded, I attribute those successes to the staff, to the board, and to all those who contributed in one way or the other. Definitely, we had some minors and failures. As the head, I take full responsibility. I also want to add that it is a journey that is very eventful, memorable, and quite challenging. The third board fought a lot of battles with those who believe they want to feel fat on the pilgrims by hook or crook. I want to strongly believe, and I have this feeling, while I'm exiting, the final terminator of all those crooks is around, and that terminator is Barrister Zikrullah.
Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Muhammad said it is his hope that the fourth board will make efforts to actualize NAHCON projects such as the Hajj Savings Scheme, Hajj Training Institute, and the design of Hajj House, among others.
I took over the leadership along with my colleagues of the third board with clear missions, visions, and goals that we want to achieve. We lay out almost 16 or 17 items, out of which we are able to accomplish some, and some we have laid foundation for the fourth board to continue from where we stopped. We have a drawing of how the Hajj House would look like. I am pleased to hand over to you the drawing with the 3D rendition of how the Hajj House will look like. Sorry, you have a lot of papers to collect. No, the Hajj House. Okay. I hope you will find time to go through this. The procurement process of the architectural activities of this Hajj House has reached 95% stage, awaiting the Ministerial Tenders Board. I urge you to look at the drawing properly, and after the completion of this project, if we are alive, invite us to witness how the building will look like. And I'm pleased to inform you that the fund you so needed for these three projects that I mentioned are there in the commission, and it will be enough for you to finish the entire project without looking for a dime from the government.
With his inauguration, Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan becomes the third chairman of NAHCON since its establishment in 2006. The current Minister of the FCT, Muhammad Musa Bello, was its pioneer chairman, who served between 2006 and 2015, while its second chairman, Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Muhammad, served from 2015 to 2020.
The group photograph will be taking place.
Before his departure, the former chairman took the new board members around the Hajj house in order to acquaint them with the facilities available. Who is Barrister Zikrullah Olakunle Hassan? Born on the 26th of June 1961, Ustaz Zikrullah Hassan hails from Osun State. He holds BSc degree in Business Administration from the University of Lagos, LLB from the Lagos State University, and BL from the Nigerian Law School, Lagos. The new NAHCON chairman was also the chairman and Amirul Hajj of Osun State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board from 2010 to 2018. Within the same period, he also served as the special assistant to former Osun State Governor and current Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, on religious affairs. Between 2006 and 2010, Ustaz Zikrullah was the principal counsel Olakunle Hassan and Associates and Chief Executive Tafsan Tour and Travels, the official Hajj and Umrah operator of NASFAD. He is also the chairman, Board of Trustees of Fajr Center for Memorization of the Quran and Teaching of Islam and Arabic. Zikrullah Hassan was also the chairman, Forum for States Pilgrims Welfare Boards from 2014 to 2017. A member of the Nigerian Bar Association, Zikrullah Hassan headed groups such as Muslim Student Society in Nigeria, MSSN, and World Assembly of Muslim Youth. As he settles down to discharge his new responsibilities, prayers and congratulatory messages from corporate bodies and individuals are pouring in, all wishing the fourth board a successful tenure.
Alhamdulillah. Up next is the quiz.
Welcome to the quiz segment. Our last question on the program was, what is the actual or symbolic kissing of Hajar al-Aswad or the Black Stone called? The correct answer is Istilam. The winner is Ibrahim Baba Adamu from Niger State. He provided the answer ahead of others. Ibrahim Baba Adamu will be contacted on how NAHCON will reach him with the prize he won. A quiz winner will get 25,000 Naira cash prize. This is part of NAHCON's effort in social investment in Nigeria. For this week, the question is, mention the two types of miqat. I repeat, mention the two types of miqat. Text your answer to the number showing on your screen. The winner will be the first person whose correct answer is received. All answers should carry the name and location of sender. Good luck and happy viewing.
That's it on this week's edition of the program As You Answer the Call. Join me same time next week for another package. Good night and thank you for watching.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك